Well, hello, my friends. That's awkward. I just saw in the chat here that you guys don't have any audio. I'm just jamming away over here. I'm sorry. Hang on just a sec. Let's see here. What is going on? How are you all doing? Hi. Good to see you. And Willow's with me tonight. Let's see here. Should be way up there. It's funny, she's still hanging out with me. Okay. Let me know in the chat as I am working on this here. What are you up to as you're hanging out with me tonight? Let's see here. So this is supposed to be... Sorry, Willow. Goodness gracious. That's weird because this was working before I started. If need be, we'll go to plan B and I will just share my audio with you, which is okay. I mean, it's not the actual grand piano, but let's see. Realtek. I'm getting signal here. Okay, I'm gonna play something and let me know if it's working. Is that better? Because right now the difference would be you'd be hearing it double through with a little bit of a delay. Okay, cool. I'm getting thumbs up. Thank you, Grandma. Appreciate it. Well, we'll just dive right in. That's okay. Hello, friends, and welcome to Thursday Night Live. I am so happy that you're here with me tonight in my studio in the Seattle, Washington area. And if you are new and we're just meeting for the first time, this has been a Thursday night tradition for the most part since June 2020. And it has been a really sweet journey to be able to run with many of you now. Have been here for a long, long time. And it's really fun because I also have often new folks jumping in. So if you want to, I can actually see all of the chat from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch right here. And so wherever you are watching from, I can see your comments live. So if you want to let me know you're in the chat, I would love to know. I like to try to have this be as much of a living room feel as I can. You're in my home, and I want you to know you're so welcome. And I actually have been lately, as of the last couple weeks, been playing with this concept of actually showing you beautiful 4K video as I am live streaming and playing the music. And so I wanted to do that again because it is fun. It's fun to do, it's fun to see. And what's really nice about it is it actually allows me to show you a way that I like to actually create music. And it's music and creativity is so multidimensional. And so I wanted to show you again, because it's just so fun to do, how I actually am inspired by different art forms. So all of the music is my own tonight. Some of the melodies you hear for sure won't be mine, some of them will be, but the art that we're going to be looking at, I don't own any of the rights to, and I've actually posted in the description of this video the links. You can go and enjoy it for yourself. You can go like and subscribe to their channels, and it is just such a beautiful way to be able to support other artists and also give you a really cool experience. So I'd also love to know, are you enjoying this with the videos? I know some people really love it, and it just means a lot to know what you think and if you're enjoying it. So hello to Oh, Grandmere, of course. I've already said hello to you and Grandpa. Thank you very much for helping. You guys, Grandma is so helpful for me often in the chat here. She's letting me know that things are working as they should. And hi, Michelle. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Enchanted Wonder. Hello, my friend. And great to see you. And if you are watching on YouTube, just so that you know, or if you're on Facebook, the best way is on YouTube because you can see all of the chat relayed in one place. So if you like to stay in the know of what is happening as people are chatting, I highly recommend that. And my mouse does not work on this. Okay, so earlier in my stories today on Facebook and on Instagram, I posted a little reel talking about a new health drink that I just discovered. It's all new to me, so I don't know if I love it yet or not, but it's called Ticino. And it was kind of fun to explore something new because I'm actually looking for new ways to care for my health and my body. And I'll probably be talking about this throughout because I'm feeling like it's something that I need to talk about more, is about health and balance. And it's a journey that I'm learning more about as well. So with that being said, I am adjusting the camera, sorry. Okay. I am hoping to do more, being able to just have drinks that are more healthful. So anyhow, all that to say, I was trying Ticino and I was so enjoying the process of just watching the steam off the cup, and I just thought it was so beautiful, and it gave me the idea to look for a YouTube video that I could share with you of something similar, and I found one. So with that, I'm going to do a little tea song, and I'm going to tee up, see what I did there? Tee up our very first video. So enjoy, my friends. And this first video is called The Perfect English Breakfast Tea, ASMR. And this is a shorty, about 3 minutes long. English Tea ASMR via the Our Small Island channel. Very well done, my friends. That was so beautiful to see. And I sure love all of these different videos here that are just so inspiring and lovely. That one, when I think of English breakfast tea, I remember a time when I was maybe it must have been in 4th grade, we had friends from Scotland and England come and stay. It was a couple. The fellow Eddie was Scottish, still is, I believe, and his wife is English, Allison. So Eddie and Allison. And Allison taught us how to take our tea and how to actually brew it as a true Englishwoman. And so every time that I have tea, I think of her and the tea service and how beautiful that is. So anyhow, up next, actually, I want to do this twice tonight because I know that some folks come in and out of the chat. I actually have a little surprise for you. And this is something I want to share with you, and this is basically, besides for posting this reel I'm going to share with you on my stories today, the very first time I'm talking about it. So I have decided to do a 5-day challenge next week, starting on Monday the 20th of March to the 25th. And we're going to do a scale challenge. And what this looks like is whatever scales and whatever keys that you would like to play in, but maybe you're feeling uncomfortable in, or you're not quite sure exactly how to improvise in it quite yet. The really good way to start is by learning how to better just see the topography of the scale. So without further ado, I'm going to let me in this reel explain to you, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what this tool is that I'm offering for free. I'm super excited. Here we go. Mom say, Kelsey, that's not practicing. When I was little, I remember there were times where I'd practice my arpeggios and my scales, and then I would just stop on a note or a little phrase, and I would keep playing it and just listening and find myself inspired, and just like there's a creative butterfly I flitted off with. And then before I knew it, I would hear my mom say, Kelsey, that's not practicing. And so I'd have to rope it back in and, oh yeah, and practice again. But you know, that's actually a pattern that I've had through my whole life of practicing, that it's sometimes when I'm in my deepest practice that I'm actually most inspired to write. So that got me thinking, a really good reason to get good at scales is also because that gives you more comfortability to be able to improvise in the key. So I have a little tool here that I'd like to share with you called my scale map. And it is something I want to give you for free, and I want to invite you to come and practice with me for 5 days. I'm going to be in my social media feed sharing little tips or ideas of fun ways to practice scales. And if you want to grab the link to this PDF I'm going to share, go to kelseyleemusic.com/challenge, or just check out the link in my bio. Let me know in the comments if you're joining me. I'm really excited. This is going to be fun. I just had to throw a little bit of Toulouse in there because, of course, the Aristocats are like the mascot of all Disney for practicing piano music, right? So I had to share that. But I wanted to let you know that this opportunity for being able to just basically hop on social media is going to be a very simple one. It's not going to be very complex. And it is, what I would love to do is to challenge anybody who feels really inspired to do this with me, just to basically hop on social media, whether it is on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, and just to simply stay locked in. And my thinking is that because I can only do a 60-second short on YouTube, I would recommend watching it maybe on Instagram. That would probably be the preferred, because then I can go a little bit longer. That's actually a whole third longer if you think about it that way. And what I want to do is just show different fun ways to play scales, to show different fun methods and different ideas, but it is all going to be surrounded around this tool that I have created, and I actually can just do this. I'm going to do studio view. And so this tool is something that is simply going to offer the opportunity to write out the scale formula and to write out and actually color in the tones of the scale that you're looking at wanting to do, and then writing them out on the staff. And the reason that this is so powerful, well, actually there are many reasons, and get the PDF because I promise you it's worth it. There's a lot of really great little nuggets in there. But I have discovered, I've discovered in my own creative journey that there's so many ways to be able to practice, and the more that I can connect my eyes with the piano keys, which I have grayed out so that you can actually color in the notes of the scale, and then actually be able to see them relative to each other on the staff is invaluable. It is super cool. It's basically like being able to capture practice in time, if that makes any sense. So what this means is you can actually take this tool with you anywhere. You can take it with you to the park. You can take it with you to a Sounders game. I don't know why you would, but you could take it to your favorite coffee shop, and essentially it would give you the ability to color in any scale. And I would recommend that you print out 50 of these, seriously, and you can even just isolate this one page. And I actually have a page of directions as well that I painstakingly went through to create for you. And it has the 3 steps of what I outline here in the sheet, plus other practice ideas. Anyhow, but you can actually just make copies of this sheet here and follow along and write out the scale formula for any of them before you start. And I even include a YouTube video suggestion in there that I did a couple years ago during COVID. That's really great, talking about scales. So all of this to say, March 20th through 25th, next Monday through Friday, I'm going to be showing up each day, just a simple little thing. And I want to challenge you, if this is interesting to you, if you would like to play with more freedom, if you would like to help yourself to be more fluid, you could even just choose one key for the whole 5 days. I want to see you in the comments of these little reels I'm going to post. I want to know, have you tried something new? What has inspired you? What is something that maybe was an aha for you, and maybe a different way of looking at scales than you ever have before? And in exchange for each day posting a comment, I am actually going to be putting every commenter in a giveaway runner-up. And the winner is actually going to be getting their very own copy of my favorite scale book. And this scale book is called Scales, Chords, Arpeggios, and Cadences. And this book has been awesome, and it is super comprehensive. So as you are working on actually, maybe for the first time even, writing the notes on a grand staff and following some of the other ways that I suggest to practice, it's nice to have a little bit of an answer key to go, did I get that right? Does this look right? Even down to how long is, what's the order of the sharps or flats, for a key, or how long is that thing supposed to be? So this is good practice. And even if you feel like it, you could practice your treble clefs and bass clefs here. So anyway, this is for you. I'm super excited, and this has been an idea to do the scale map tool for ever since I did this YouTube video 2 years ago. And the best way that you can to get this PDF is just go to kelseyleemusic.com, which is right down in the middle bottom of your screen. And then there's going to be a link there that will allow you to put in your name and your email. And then when you hit submit, just wait for a minute and the page will pop up for you to be able to tap on the PDF. And it is all yours. And even if you don't necessarily plan to follow along, because this is my first time actually providing a PDF, the more eyes on this thing that I have, the better. So it would actually help me a lot. Would you go and just support me, download that PDF, maybe send it to a friend if you're not necessarily looking to use it. And also, friends share with friends. So if this is something that looks like fun and you want to support me, that would mean so much. And really, it's just a way to try to do more purposeful practice in a fun way together. All right, with that, I'm wanting to actually share this next scene with you, which is very fun, and I want to play Oh Danny Boy underneath it in honor of, yes, we have St. Patrick's Day coming up. And there are some scenes in this beautiful YouTube video that are very verdant, very lovely and green. So, also, I just want to shout out my folks. I don't know if you guys are here in the chat right now, but it was my dad's birthday yesterday. So Daddy, I love you. Happy birthday. I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday. Looking forward to celebrating you tomorrow night. I love you. Hello, JB Keys. Great to see you. All right, friends, with that, enjoy. This is technically called 6 hour, but we're not going to be watching any close 6 hours, but it is 4K, beautiful places, aerial views, and then the YouTube channel's name is Primal Earth. Please enjoy. Dad, I see you're in the chat right now. I'm going to keep this visualizer on, but this little snippet comes to mind and I just want to play it for you. I don't know the whole song, but I know you're going to know this one. And this is actually what we danced to, father-daughter, at my wedding. That was called You Can Never Ask Too Much of Love by Take Six. And in fact, that is such a sappy song and beautiful. I want to put it here because I totally would recommend you go and listen to it. And the lyrics are just so beautiful, and it reminds me of stepping on my dad's feet when I was little. We would have a little last dance around the kitchen before bedtime. And so that is why I actually chose that song for when we had our daddy-daughter dance, because that song just reminded me so much of that. So it is called You Can Never Ask. Oops. Let me know in the chat if you've ever heard of this band, Take Six. It's an old school throwback. And hi, Makiko. I see you in the chat, by the way. Too Much of Love. And then it is Take Six. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I've never tried to play that before. So I was kind of letting my ears guide me a little bit. And what'd you think, Dad? Playing it so beautifully. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Aw. I love it when my fam's in the chat. This is fun because they were my very first audience members. And sometimes even after dinner, my mom would say, I'll do dishes if you play. And I would say, okay. Sure, no problem. That was a very good deal when I got to play after dinner. And speaking of after dinner music, I want to share one more video with you that I found. Although, you know what? Thinking about it, this other video that's continuing to go is just so beautiful. I might actually keep it because there's so many different views here. As I'm talking, I just got to show you because this is just so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I don't even know where this is, but this just makes me so grateful for God's creation right here, seriously. And I'll say again that I don't own any of the video footage that I'm showing, save for my face, because, but what I want to do is I want to show you how I get inspired when I play music. And there's so many different ways and creative forms that inspire me, and cooking is another one, eating, of course, food. Sometimes when I'm describing stuff, I actually will think about tastes, or I'll think, ooh, that kind of sounds like a caramely tone, or what have you, or ooh, that sounds really blue, or ooh, I'm thinking of water, like with this waterfall here, snowy waterfall, that's cool. Anyhow, so I'm using all of this video content to illustrate what it feels like inside my process, often when I'm looking visually. And plus, this is such a cool experience to be able to share and give you. Let me know in the chat if you are liking this, because it seems like it's fun. I would love to watch it. So I try to create an experience for you that I would want to see on the other side. And with that being said, oh, my dad just said, loved it. So many great memories and things to look forward to. Yes, so many, so many. So I don't know if you heard the first time, but happy birthday. Love you, Daddy. Looking forward to celebrating you tomorrow. Hello, Cernoki. Welcome. And you are not late. You are right on time. You can catch the replay if you want, because I just played a sappy birthday song for my dad. But before we finish, I'll be finished probably in about 7 or 8 minutes. I want to show one more time a reel that I created this afternoon with an invitation to you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play a little more first, and then before I log off, I'll play the reel. Okay. But I want to cordially invite any of you to join me next week, Monday through Friday, and it's super simple. Even 10 minutes a day would be perfect. But I'm going to be doing a scale map challenge using my scale map tool that I just developed. And a fun little peek here is, this is actually, here I'll show you. This is actually a printed out copy of part of the tool here, which is pretty cool. And I created some directions that go along with it, basically showing you different ways to practice scales such that when you are thinking, what my goal is to help you with is to help you to think, like say there's a song that you want to play in A flat major. If you can know what the formula of the scale is, and there's info in here, for you if you don't know what that means. But if you can know the formula, you can write it out, and you can actually physically color in the notes of the scale. I created a grayed out version for you so that you can put color, you can choose whatever color you want, and then also transcribe the scale. And also there's other ideas of what you can use this grand staff for down here. Being able to do that will help you to think in the key. So say it's an A flat major, then this will actually help you to think in the key of A flat major. And what's really powerful about this, for those of you who are visual like me, I can actually then take the structure that I see on the keyboard and all of the tones that are in A flat major, and I can actually visually look at this away from the piano. And studies show that if you are doing things in your mind, practicing in your mind, it actually activates specific parts of your brain that are directly related to actually doing them. So in other words, you're actually able to visualize the scale, and you can do this anywhere. You can do this at a coffee shop, you can do this on your next business trip. I mean, it's pretty amazing what you can do. And even 10 minutes a day can get you there. So if this is interesting to you, it's a free PDF that I designed, and you just go to Kelsey Lee, here we go. KelseyLeeMusic.com. And then if you go to that website there, I'm on the home page with this whole, I'm having trouble with words tonight. On the home page there, you will find an invitation to be able to sign up. You just put your name and your email address in, hit go, and then it'll take you to the next page with the link to actually tap on the thing. Anyways, yes. Also, I should just mention this because this is something that's actually happening right now, and this is a reason why I did not live stream last week, is my body is telling me that I need to listen to it more. So I also intend, through the different things I share, to also pass on things that I'm learning to you. And I want to encourage you, as I am encouraging myself, to listen to your body, to nourish it, and to think of maybe one way that you can reduce stress in your life this week, or even just tomorrow. Sometimes we just need to think of the next day in front of us. So what is one way that you can turn the dial down, even just one notch, on the stress that you have each day? And if you want to, you're welcome to also share that in the chat. I'd love to hear. But since I'm gabbing here, how about I'll show you this reel and then I'll finish off by playing some soft music. Okay, let's do that. So here is the reel that I posted earlier today. Mom say, Kelsey, that's not practicing. When I was little, I remember there were times where I'd practice my arpeggios and my scales, and then I would just stop on a note or a little phrase, and I would keep playing it and just listening and find myself inspired, and just like there's a creative butterfly I flitted off with. And then before I knew it, I would hear my mom say, Kelsey, that's not practicing. And so I'd have to rope it back in and, oh yeah, and practice again. But you know, that's actually a pattern that I've had through my whole life of practicing, that it's sometimes when I'm in my deepest practice that I'm actually most inspired to write. So that got me thinking, a really good reason to get good at scales is also because that gives you more comfortability to be able to improvise in the key. So I have a little tool here that I'd like to share with you called my scale map. And it is something I want to give you for free, and I want to invite you to come and practice with me for 5 days. I'm going to be in my social media feed sharing little tips or ideas of fun ways to practice scales. And if you want to grab the link to this PDF I'm going to share, go to KelseyLeeMusic.com/challenge, or just check out the link in my bio. Let me know in the comments if you're joining me. I'm really excited. This is going to be fun. And look who came to join. Yes, Miss Willow. Did you know that there were kitties right there? Yes. So I know she's the female and not quite, a solid black, but she could be a female Berlioz, right? Right, Willow? Yeah, shall we finish one more song left? Yep. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and turn back the song this YouTube video of Primal Earth, showing beautiful places in 4K in aerial views, because it is just so lovely. Oh, thank you, Mama. I see your comment. I love you. And David, I see yours too. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that was an impressionistic version of my song, Faithful as the Tide. And I love this. Hi, Nancy. She just commented in the chat, Nancy Watts, so many beautiful waterways to kayak. Absolutely. Do you like to kayak, Nancy? Well, clearly you do. That is awesome. I kayaked, the last time I did was 2 years ago. And you guys, I forgot to put sunscreen on my shins. This sounds so ridiculous, but I like burned my legs from my knees down, and it was so bad. It was so bad. I will never do that again. Never go kayaking without putting sunscreen on your legs. And with that, you never thought you'd get this at a piano live stream. But friends, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And David Noki, to answer your question, if you just go to kelseyleemusic.com, right there at the very top of my homepage, I have more information on how you can get access to this free PDF. You guys, it's free. It's free. I'm so proud of it. I worked really hard on it, and my hope is that it will just bless you, that it'll help you with your journey on learning how to think in different keys, whether it's A flat major or E major or C sharp minor. Like, pick the hardest key that is like scary to you and do that one. And then I guarantee, even if you take 10 minutes a day to interact with it, like how I recommend you do, I absolutely am so excited to hear what kind of growth you have. And it's super simple, but sometimes you need something simple to actually move the needle. And I don't know if you heard this earlier or not, but I'm actually going to be entering everybody that comments on the social posts from the 20th, next Monday, to next Friday, the 25th. And I will be entering all of you in for a chance to win your own copy of my very favorite scale book. This is the Alfred's Basic Piano Library Complete Book of Scales, Chords, Arpeggios, and Cadences. And it has some great ideas in here, and even just ways to practice arpeggios. I included actually multiple different grand staff staves for you. So if you want to do scales on the first line here, and you could do the arpeggio, the root, and then the inversion, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion. The sky is the limit, and you are the boss, as my grandma likes to say. So anyhow, my friends, God bless you. I hope you have a great week. And my hope is that whatever you do, that you are more inspired and more free this week to create like you. God bless, my friends, and I'll see you next time.